You've watched the videos, you've read through the book, you've looked at the science behind your phobia, you've looked at the 7 steps to overcome it, and you've looked at your specific phobia. You should now be in a place to face your fears. If there are any lingering doubts, if there are any fears, practice the techniques. Go back to the relevant page and keep reinstalling those tools. I say in the beginning of the book, I'm not a huge fan of exposure therapy because just sucking it up and trying to power through isn't always that effective. But of course, it comes to a place where at some point you have to face your fears, because only then you know you've overcome it. Now, the key is to make this as manageable as possible. So practice the tools, get yourself in the best space as possible, and then find gradual steps so you can set up the game so you can win. So you're scared of heights, for example? What would happen if you went to the first floor? Check how you feel, then the second, then the third, and build into it slowly till you create enough resilience and enough growth that you can feel confident to face your fears. Now, you want to be pushing yourself so you're growing, but not so much that you become overwhelmed. Now, I say in the beginning of the book, I had a range of different phobias when I was younger. And one of the big ones that lasted the longest was a fear of public speaking. I remember doing a course on how to public speak, and I was terrible. I was awful. I, stumbled over my words, I messed up. My mentor at the time took me to one side and goes, "You know what, Chris, you're incredibly selfish." And he was doing something called provocative therapy. And I go, "What do you mean? It's not my fault I'm nervous." He goes, "Well, no, you're selfish because you're thinking about yourself. When you get up on stage, you're thinking about, oh, how will I be accepted? Will I be judged? Will I be, ridiculed?" He said, the second you can switch that focus and think about, what need am I meeting? How can I serve my audience? How can I make a difference? He said, you'll find it a lot harder to be afraid. And that really was the first step in helping me tackle my fear of public speaking. So with your phobia, don't just think about how it's going to impact you. When you overcome this fear, what difference will it make to the world? What difference will it make to your family? Some people aren't always motivated to change for themselves. They often are more motivated to help other people. So by following the steps in this book and following the videos, I hope it's given you what you've needed to be able to face your fears and live a life of freedom.